Oh, baby. It's been a while since I've gotten to talk about Neo, but guess who's talking about Neo? Let's take a look at this little spike here we saw. So the question is, what caused this big old spike? Now I know. Don't worry. I'm a day late, 2 days late, dollar short. Um, Actually, you know what? Only 1 day late. We're okay. So yesterday, it is crazy. You think about it, because this is a stock that started off in the $5.20 range yesterday. Um, let's get back to this 1 day or 5 day look. Started in the $5 range. It was up 30 something percent. And why? Well, this company got it figured out. I think that's the best way to say it. So they have made a deal with the Jefe. That's obviously how you say it, just like you would say boss in Spanish, Jefe. It's pretty much the same word. They made a deal with the city government to raise 10 billion yuan in new funds. Are you kidding me? Also reportedly is in talks with the capital city and Hui to provide to province to build a what? I wish I could speak. The Chinese automaker is also reportedly in talks with the capital city of Anhui province to build research centers and car plants. Hear me out. This is huge news. I hate to say this is a company figured out, but let's be fair. 10 billion yuan for this company pretty well should sort them, at least for the full year. We're sorted already for Neo. There's no doubt about it. And if you think about their potential deal here with Anhui, they could be getting more car plants, which only could further grow this business. As you think about it, I don't know if inventory is necessarily their issue, but the higher chance they have to grow and expand and produce more is really where you get success. This is what's going to drive this stock upwards. It's going to drive this company successful. So I'm super excited to see what happens because of this, if they get this deal with Anhui. Regardless, they are financed to the end of the year, no doubt, thanks to this deal with El Jefe. Very cool, very cool. I don't know, in my opinion, that's very cool. And it's something I mentioned before, absolutely. I don't see a time in which China is not going to be trying their best to keep a company like Neo surviving. In my perspective, I think they will do what they can to keep this company surviving. When you have rival companies like American Tesla coming in, they're going to want their company, or their government is going to want to keep Chinese automakers priority in their economy. That's frankly what's going to boost their economy back up from being in the toilet. Now, speaking of the economy, I think it is very important, very, very important to mention that obviously due to recent developments, that the Chinese auto deliveries are expected to fall 70% in February, which does not shock me. It's all coronavirus related, but I don't think it's necessarily going to be that harsh. So obviously this is an auto market that's already devastated pretty high, and I think it will impact obviously Neo sales. But one thing that should be mentioned, in a time in which the auto market in China has been horrific, Neo's been able to grow sales. I think you need to mention that. Neo's been growing deliveries of vehicles. They've been growing sales of vehicles. They've been growing revenue where other Chinese auto companies, or really just other auto companies in general, that sell in China, they've been failing. No doubt about it. You see Ford drops Chinese sales like it's water, and they spilled it out of a glass on a table, man. They just it's crazy. It's like when you're darn it, no good analogies today. Let's just say you're drinking water and you just have an immediate urge to sneeze. That's what Ford's doing with their sales. They're just dropping it all, okay? But they're expecting 40% drop for the first 2 months. The first week was a near standstill, down 96%, down 96% year over year amid outbreak, which doesn't shock me. But I just want to say, if this happens, regardless, I think there will be recovery months anyways, and the fact that NEO's funded through the year is exciting. So overall, I'm excited to see what happens with this stock. I'm super excited. I'm already up, I've already doubled my money in the stock, but I'm not selling yet because I think we got room to go to $10. We got room to go to $10 a share, baby. If it did go back down around the $2 to $3 range, I'm picking up a bunch more, but still, we got room to go to $10, boys, and maybe even higher. Let's freaking go.